So I think I'm finally live now. I try to keep this as short as possible. Welcome everyone. Um, so the topic for this session, as I said, many of you might know that I'm going live at 1 o'clock. It's a bit slow around here in terms of the connection, so my apologies. I'm 7 minutes late, trying to wait for the system to wake up. Anyhow, this is going to be a short presentation of the topic, the business models that I've looked at in the past and how they compare to the one I'm currently involved with at the moment. So as a starting point, I wanted to talk to you about the master key for freedom. Many of you might know, or maybe you don't know, but if you want to have freedom in your life and you want to produce cash flow in your finances, there are 4 ways that you can produce this. You can be an employee, you can be self-employed, you can be a business owner, or you can become an investor. So many people are in this quadrant, which is the employee, have a job type of quadrant, where you go to the job, come back from the job, and you do that repeatedly every day. And most of these people that use this way of producing money are really I've found in my everyday experience looking at these people, they are really frustrated with their job. They don't look at anything good in life because they have restrictions. So when you have restrictions of money, you have this little money that comes into your account every single week, and there's only so much you can do with that money, right? And then you leave the kids at home. You don't have enough time. You have to be asking for permission to be sick, to have this, to have that to your boss, and your boss basically tells you what to do, how to do it during the day, and so on, all day long. I've seen people do this type of model for years, for centuries, 30 years, 40 years, and then at the end of the 40 years, they look to retire, and sometimes they end up sick. They have not enough money in their accounts, and what are they going to enjoy? I'm not sure. So let's jump to the second type of way of creating your money is the self-employed. Many of these people think that they have it all worked out because they're making a lot of money, but they're still trading their money for the time. And they're even worse because they're stuck in this, they have a job basically. They have produced a job for themselves. The only difference is to the employee type of producing money is that they have more money. They have more money and they think that they have it all. But really they don't, because they're restricted in their time. They have to ask for permission, not to the actual employee, but to the client. You know, they have to move things around in order to do their things. The next type of producing income is the business owner. This is a little bit better because they have employees in place, they have systems in place, and sometimes they have detached themselves from their business. So they produce money without being personally involved in the business, which is, some improvement. And the last type of producing income is the investor. So the business owner and the investor are the type of business models that present the most freedom, because you detaching yourself from the business or from those income generating activities during the day, and you're still generating money, which is ideal. So let's see to what I want in my life. I've discovered a long time ago that all of these things I want in my life. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to do things I love. I want to be able to have all the money that I can produce. I don't want to be tied down to a job or to a business. I want to make a difference to people's lives. I want to have the time to dedicate to my family, to my passions, to the things I love to do. So as you can see, I've listed 22 things that I want this business model to give me, to be able to do this business model and have all these things. So as you could see in my previous slide, being an employee, being self-employed is not going to give me that. So I believe many people want this type of life in presently one in their lives, but they don't think that is possible. They don't think that you can have all of these things together at once possible in their lives. So I usually have my dad, for example, looking for jobs for me, and he thinks that the ideal way of producing money in my life is having a steady income and having a permanency in my job. And you can see his grin on his face when he thinks that I'm gonna have that in my life, and I think that's not gonna give me freedom. That's not gonna give me happiness. So maybe he wants, the best in my life. Sometimes he suggests that I could start a pavlova business. Pavlovas. Everyone loves pavlovas. Everyone loves my pavlovas. So he thinks that I should have like a little business, a brick and mortar business where I can sell my pavlovas. So I'll be stuck in that business because I'm gonna have to pay my rent. I'm gonna have to pay my employees if I have some, and if I don't have any, I'm gonna have to do the work in order for me to produce some income. So these are the things that I want in my life, and I believe that with the type of business model that I'm choosing at the moment is gonna give me all of these things. So let's see. Well, I put this in the next slide because this is ideally what you want to have happening in your life, to be able to get other people's efforts instead of having your own effort in your life. You don't want to be doing it all to produce the results you want. You want other people to help you produce the results you want. So it's not, as um as much for you to do in the day, because it's only so many hours in the day. Just there's so many things you can do. So let's see all the business that I have explored, and these are only 5. I have explored many more, and if I could have more time, I could talk to you about some more business models, but this is all I'm going to be talking about today. So I have had car detailing business, cleaning business, web developing business, low ticket affiliate marketing business, and drop shipping business. And I'm gonna talk to you about the restrictions that you might have in these businesses and why they're not ideal for me to have all of these things. Okay, so let's see the first one, the car detailing business. I was in this business for a long time. Okay, let me tell you, in the first, I actually spent a good 10 years of my time exploring this type of business. And in the beginning, what we used to do, we used to be mobile and we used to detail cars in my house. It was messy. It was just me and my husband doing all the work. Sometimes we'll have a bad day, like, weather-wise, we'll have a bad day and we will have to cancel this job because you can do cars in the rain. You can do cars in the heat. So that day, what happens that day? You don't have an income. So what do you do with the income? Nothing. You don't have anything. So later on, during this time doing the car detailing business, I decided to have, as pictured on this image, I decided to have my own place. So we did. We explored this possibility, and we were more stuck because we had to pay the landlord of the place. We actually had to pay nearly $300 in rent for that place. It was good while it lasted because I used to take pictures, I used to welcome the clients, we had space, we had all of these things, but we had to pay for rent. And if we didn't have the money that we could produce during the day, we didn't have money for rent. So it was really restricted. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Cleaning business. I started this business because of my sister and my mom to give them employment. But I was stuck in this for a long, long time. So cleaning business. Not everyone likes cleaning, right? Do you like cleaning? Do you like cleaning your house? Maybe not. Cleaning is messy. Cleaning can be dirty. You have to do the job to start with. Then you have to employ someone. And if this person is not as, clean or they don't follow instructions, then you have a problem. Then you have people complaining if it's not done up to scratch. People, or if you have a real estate agent as a client, they will complain that the job wasn't done to satisfaction. So you have to go back there and rectify the job, and you lose time and money. And these are only the problems that you will have if you step away from the business. Maybe if you have employees in the job, you will have the income coming, but you will have to keep watch of these employees, and you have to direct them. If one quits, if one gets sick, you will have to replace them. You will have to train them. So all of these issues come into play. Okay, let's go on to the next one. The web developing business. This business, look at me there. I was there in my beginning years. I was presenting my business. You can hear much, but yeah, I was there presenting the web developing business. I started off actually prior COVID. I used to go to people's homes, talk to them about the web developing needs, or I used to go to McDonald's and meet them there and see all the requirements and see how much it's gonna take. I used to actually build the websites for $1,000, and they still thought it was expensive. So, and because I had to be doing the business, I had to be producing all of these websites for them. It was me in the business, unless, of course, I would outsource from someone to do it for me. It would be another story. But, it's the same as the other business models. If you're not in the business, you can't have the income into your account. So let's see the next one. Oh, this one was a bit of a pain because it was similar to what I'm doing at the moment, only that I had to be on top of these clients 24/7. If you lost the auto shipping on these clients, if they didn't request the products this month, you will lose the rank and you will go down, your sales will go down. I was freaking out actually. Sometimes I'll think, oh my God, I'm doing all these efforts for this little bit of money coming in. So no, it wasn't worth it. It was little profits for a lot of effort. So this business model wasn't worth my while. I did it for a while, my upline was really good. She had a lot of knowledge. But I quit because I knew I was coming. Because actually I was part of another low ticket affiliate marketing before. So it was just too much. I was with Nutrimedics, and I believe this is New Skin yet. So you will sell these items for I don't know, $100, maybe $600, and you will get some part of it, which was not much, and you had to keep on going, to keep on chasing, to keep on grinding to get the results you wanted, and the results weren't much. Who's gonna be happy with $50 profits? No one. So let's go on to the next one, the drop shipping. I actually like this one because it had to do with web development. You would build this website, e-commerce website, where you had all these products listed. And what you do, you will contact this manufacturer and you will tell them that you will send to them clients, and they themselves would send the package or the product straight to your customer. So it was good in a way because you wouldn't have to be fiddling around with products or orders or doing this or doing that or handling complaints or whatever. But I was, I was persistent with this business model to a point because in Australia, I found that not many people knew about drop shipping. So I was on the phone, contacting all these people on these manufacturing places, and they didn't know. They didn't know about drop shipping. So I was kind of a nuisance. So then I just gave up. And this is the last model that I wanted to talk to you about. I had 5 models today. But like I said, the list is endless and they all have a lot of advantages. They all have the potential to make money. So if you want me to give you a bit of more explanation on how to go about doing all these models, by all means, contact me. But my type of doing things that, will give me all of these things that I have listed on this page, this is the only one that I believe will give me the freedom that I want. If you're a freedom seeker, contact me because I want to talk to you about this model. This model is the best that I've seen. And I'm gonna talk to you in the upcoming lives that I do weekly about this model. There is a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna give you little bits and pieces. Like today, I try to keep it really simple because I like to not to complicate things, because when you complicate things, when you get the overwhelm and people don't understand what you're getting at. So I try to keep it simple today, and that's how I'm gonna keep all of these lives. I hope you enjoyed this one, and keep tuned to my next one at 1 o'clock every Saturday because they're gonna be full packed with a lot of material that you're gonna find interesting. And just interact with me, send me a message, ask questions, because these lives are there for you to ask questions. If you're curious about this opportunity that I'm presenting to you, ask questions. I'm not gonna think that you're interested in the opportunity just by asking questions. Asking questions is just, a form to find out what it's all about. That's all there is to it. So don't be afraid, just ask me questions, just whatever comes to your mind, whatever you're curious about, just send me a message, send me a DM, or just comment on the live that I'm putting through. Just make a comment and yeah, we go from there. So till the next time, through the week, I'm gonna be posting what the next topic is gonna be about. So keep tuned, and to the next one, I will see you. Thank you.